Hello and welcome to Last Week in Finance. Today is February 28th of 2020. Let's get right away to the numbers, shall we? The S&P 500 went down this week 2.45%. Right now, the S&P 500 is at 3,811 points. The DXY, the US dollar index, slightly up, still over the 90 point mark, 90.93 to be accurate. DXY plus 0.63% to the week. Gold, another week taking a hit, minus 2.79%. Right now, the ounce of gold is at $1,734. Silver also took a hit this week, minus 2.22%. Silver was relatively bullish this past month. Right now, lockdown. Right now, the ounce of silver is at $26.69. Copper, very bullish this in the beginning of the year. This week plus 0.68%. Right now, the pound of copper it's over $4, 4.09, $4.09. It's very closely reaching the all-time high for this commodity. Right right back at 2012, we seen the all-time high was over closely to $4.50. The West Texas Intermediate crude oil also went up. Right now the barrel of crude oil is at $61.56. Many people are speaking in the financial media that it can reach $100 per barrel. It's possible. I wouldn't say it's probable, but it's very likely to see. Of course, the big news this week was the 10-year Treasury bond went up almost 20%, actually over 20%. Right now, it's at 1.415%. At some point this week, it was close to the 1.6 mark. And many people are saying if we reach 2% on the 10-year yield, it's game over, it's gonna crash the market. Of course, we are overdue with a big crash of the market. It was likely to happen on March from last year. Of course, the Fed intervened, and you know the rest. Bitcoin also took a big hit this week, 21%. Right now, the Bitcoin it's at $44,000. Another the typical news this week: the new jobless claims report around is 730,000 new jobless claims in the U.S. this week. Also, we have Jerome Powell speaking again. They is basically saying that he didn't forget about the inflationary economy in the 70s, but still he's gonna keep printing money. Of course, they're gonna do yield curve control, the Federal Reserve, and they're gonna buy treasury bonds until kingdom come. It's not gonna end well. We'll see what's gonna happen. Also, we are seeing inflation in many commodities, in many PMI sectors, and of course, like I said all the time, it's not gonna end well. We have a disconnection between the markets, the commodities, and in the economy overall. So you guys tell me, this is a good market, this is a good economy or a bad economy. Now, the main topic that I want to speak this week is we're going to have another a deja vu of the 2011 year. In case you don't remember, that year the U.S. economy was on the tank, of course, right after the GFC of 28. Commodities were booming. At that point, we had over $100 barrel of oil, over all-time highs at the moment for gold, for silver, for copper, any commodity, anything, coffee beans, soybeans, you name it. The commodities were booming. At that moment, the US dollar was taking a hit on the financial markets. Euro, British pound, Canadian dollars were an all-time highs against the dollar in historic terms, and the US was on the pit. It, I remember even, and I don't know if you guys remember that at that point, even the US dollar's solvency issues were criticized. I mean, there were issues that the US is not gonna be able to pay their debt, their public debt. Obama was president back then, and we're gonna see that again. I don't know. It is possible. The U.S. economy is not very good at this moment regarding of everything that people are saying, the financial media is saying. We're gonna see that again, that scenario again, and of course at that moment, the many emerging markets were booming at the point, mostly commodity producers. I remember this group, the emerging economy blocks, the so-called BRICS countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, of course. China was booming back then, and South Africa were this huge thing. And then, you know, everything that got forgotten. Mostly because most of these countries, these commodity producing economies, were doing just that, just producing commodities, and except China, of course. China still keep their economic growth upward trend, but at the same time it's kind of lag down since that moment. It's been slowing down, of course. It's reaching their glass ceiling of that economy. What we're gonna see in 2021, most likely another stock market crash on the US, and probably these commodity producing economies were gonna go up again. So I will leave that to you if you agree. And by the way, keep it down, with the YOLO trade, the meme stocks, and everything. So thanks for listening, and we will see you next week. Bye bye. Take care.